Today, South Bay basketball star Mikey Williams learned his fate after taking a plea deal over a shooting outside his Hamul home.
Mikey Williams just crashed out in court, and that same kid who once had Drake shouting him out and Puma cutting six-figure checks just got sentenced. The cameras caught him standing there quiet. No flashy smile, no superstar energy. Just a 21-year-old kid realizing how fast it can all disappear. But before the courtroom crash out, you gotta understand how someone with NBA potential and 3 million followers ended up fighting to stay out of jail instead of fighting for a championship. Now, Mikey wasn't just some baller. He was that guy. Since middle school, the dude was dunking like he had springs in his knee. By 14, he was going viral every other week. Scouts were calling him the next LeBron, and brands lined up to throw him a bag before he even touched college ball. Puma gave him one of the biggest NIL deals ever for a high school player. He had the lifestyle, the fame, and the fans. But deep down, it seems like that spotlight came way too early. And you already know early fame can be a curse. One wrong night, one bad decision, and the entire world flips on you. Rewind back to March 27th, 2023, when a regular night turned into a nightmare. Mikey's chilling at his $1.2 million mansion out in San Diego. Some uninvited people pull up to his place. Things get heated, and next thing you know, shots are fired. Nobody got hit, but that one moment changed everything. Police say bullets hit the car, and suddenly the golden boy of basketball was facing 9 felony charges, 3 counts of assault with a semi-auto, criminal threats, firing at an occupied car. Basically, if he got convicted on all that, he was looking at 30 years behind bars. The internet went crazy. His fans were shocked. The brands that we looking at him panicked. Puma dropped him and deals got canceled. And of course, Memphis suspended him before he ever played a single game. People compared him to Ja Morant, another baller caught up in gun drama. But Mikey's case was different. This was real-life consequences. Behind the scenes, you could tell the pressure was breaking him down. He stopped posting, went quiet for months, and by the time court dates started rolling in, Mikey didn't even look like the same confident kid we saw on Overtime. Now, fast forward to the sentencing, the moment that had everyone holding their breath. Mikey walked in calm, but you could feel the tension. The judge read through the plea deal. 1 count of making criminal threats. All other 8 felony charges dismissed. That's when the sentence dropped. 1 year of summary probation, 80 hours of community service, and mandatory anger management and gun safety classes. No jail time, but he still caught a 10-year ban on having a firearm. When the judge announced it, Mikey didn't celebrate. He just looked down, like he knew he got lucky, but also knew he'd lost everything that once made him untouchable. Now, the wild part here is that instead of quitting, Mikey started rebuilding. He transferred to UCF, then later to Sacramento State, under head coach Mike Bibby and Shaq running basketball ops. He's not the superstar anymore, just a player grinding for minutes, averaging 5 points a game. But in interviews, he sounds different now, like someone who's seen the bottom and doesn't want to go back. So Mikey Williams crashed out in court, but maybe that crash woke him up. Maybe that's what it took to remind him what really matters.
I know y'all know who this funny motherfucker is.
What up, gang? See my nose, nigga. Papoose hit me with a book.
Papoose done hit Cub with a book for running up on him playing them games, man.
Papoose just knocked a man out in front of Claressa Shields, and she instantly panicked before things got even worse. What was supposed to be a quick joke turned into a full-blown beatdown the moment he wouldn't back off.
And now you step into Pep? You already know what happened.
A random internet prankster just found out there's a difference between trolling online and trolling in real life when someone's man is standing right there. Claressa Shields, who is a literal world champion, double Olympic gold medalist, undisputed in multiple weight classes, was minding her business at what she calls a boxing circle. And next to her was Papoose, hip-hop's most loyal boyfriend since 2008. Enter Gerald Houston, the TikTok guy who walks up to celebrities and purposely calls them the wrong name for views.
What up, Chad?
Oh my God, my favorite comedian.
Oh my God.
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy.
Normally, he does it with a camera out so people know it's a joke. This time there was no camera, no warning, no phone. He just walked up to Claressa and yelled the wrong name.
Guy walked up to me, and he didn't have a phone in his hand or nothing. And he was like, oh my God, there goes Serena. And all of us who was around looked at him like, bro, what is you doing? So the dude called me Serena. Now, I never knew who the guy was because he never had a camera. I don't really follow these people pages who do this type of stuff or whatever.
Even Claressa didn't clock the joke at first. She really thought he was just some random delusional dude who needed directions to the nearest optometrist.
Nothing against him. you know, that type of content he do, I think he'd have been better off if he just asked me before he came up there and cracked that joke like that, and it wouldn't have been so bad.
So she tried to walk away, hoping the embarrassment would expire on its own.
Sure, you can say I look like Serena, right? But I had copper hair in my hair. Let's be clear. Yes, he be trolling.
But that's when he followed her.
So as I walked off, he continued to like press me, and I told him like, bro, quit playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over here talking to Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here talking to Abdullah Mason. Like, I'm talking to heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is where Papoose transformed from supportive boyfriend to full-time security detail.
Now, of course, my man, Pap stepped like, hey, bro, chill out. She said, like, you know that's not Serena. Leave her alone. He's stepped to Pap, you know, because this what he do. He like, hell, I did it already.
But Gerald, who clearly has never listened to Papoose's Touch It remix, decided to step up to Pap. And that's when things got educational. Claressa didn't even bother explaining the ending.
Step off, and now you step into Pap. Y'all already know what happened. I don't have to say nothing. Y'all have to say nothing. Y'all, anybody that knows Pap.
Hours later, Gerald popped up online with a swollen face. He literally admitted Pap hit him with a book, not even a fist.
I know y'all know who this funny.
What up, gang? See my nose, nigga. Papoose hit me with a book.
Papoose done hit Cub with a book for running up on him playing them games, man.
Game, bro. Like silly games, you win silly prizes, right?
But that's not even the craziest part. Social media wasn't even mad. If anything, they were all saying, he better be glad she didn't hit him. And another said, he didn't just call her Serena, he kept harassing her and following her. He got just what he deserved. And to make things worse for Gerald's pride, this is not Pap's first time folding somebody for disrespect. And if this is how Pap reacts to Serena, imagine what happens when someone tries Remy Ma, because that clip is even crazier.